Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to everyone here at SCAPE and also viewers from our Facebook Live. Welcome to Northwest Volunteers Appreciation 2021. My name is Elson, and together with me, we have Xavier from the Northwest Youth Assembly, and we will be your MC for this evening. Together with us, we are very honored today to have our guest of honor, Mr. Chun, Minister for Trade and Industry, Deputy Chairman for People's Association, and also our host, Mr. Alex Yam, Mayor of Northwest District. Our awardees, donors who are present at SCAPE, and of course, our Facebook Live viewers. Thank you so much for coming here.
The Northwest Volunteers Appreciation was first started in 2011 to appreciate and recognize volunteers and partners' efforts in supporting our CDC's key thrust of assisting the needy, bonding the people, and connecting the community. We were unable to organize the session last year due to COVID-19. This year, we will bring back the Northwest Volunteers Appreciation 2021 in a hybrid format to allow for more people to join us in celebrating this special occasion.
And this evening, the Northwest CDC will show our appreciation and recognition of our committed and dedicated volunteers who have demonstrated outstanding commitment in caring for the community and dedicating their time and services to those who are less privileged. We will be presenting the PA Community Spirit Awards, Northwest Healthy Living Champions Awards, and the Northwest WeCare Award. We are also going to receive a check from our donors this evening. The sum raised is through the Northwest Steps of Solidarity, a fundraising campaign together to raise funds to assist the vulnerable residents in the district. Prior to today's session, the Northwest CDC has also presented the Northwest Outstanding All-Rounder Student Awards, Northwest Outstanding School Partner Awards, and the Northwest Special Recognition Awards to our students, schools, and volunteers for their contribution. They will be making a special appearance later, so stay tuned.
It is now my honor to invite our host, Mayor Alex Yam, to give his welcome address. Mayor, please.
Dear friends, very good evening to all of you and a very warm welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. Chun, Minister for Trade and Industry and the Deputy Chairman of the People's Association. Also a warm welcome to our district councillors here at Northwest, our community and corporate partners, our volunteers, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to host all of you this evening at our first ever online hybrid Northwest Volunteers Appreciation 2021. As Xavier mentioned earlier, we were unable to host our ceremony last year because of the pandemic. And the volunteers form a very key part of the work we do in the community. And therefore, our Volunteers Award is one of our Northwest CDC's key events to show our appreciation to partners and volunteers, all whom have journeyed with us, even though the pandemic has posed so many challenges and restrictions. I'm sure I don't have to belabor the point that 2020 was a very difficult year for many Singaporeans, not just on our little island, but across the world. The pandemic swept across many countries and brought about much chaos, both in the economy and in healthcare. Here in Singapore, we were not spared, but we are where we are at this moment in time because of the joint efforts of Singaporeans working with the government to ensure that we can open up and come back to some sense of normalcy. The CDC's played a key role in this effort as well, working with partners and our volunteers to ensure that no resident in Singapore is left behind. And so tonight, we celebrate 122 of our volunteers who have served the community with your heart during this period of time. Your achievements is the reflection of the social cohesiveness of our community and how you, as individuals and organizations, have impacted lives where it mattered. There is a saying that volunteers don't necessarily have the time, but they have all of the heart. Thank you all for your heart of service. This saying couldn't have been better illustrated by one of tonight's recipients of the Northwest WeCare Award. We have with us this evening Miss Priscilla Ong. She set up Project Love Lunch to take care of needy families in our rental blocks and ensuring that children were well taken care of. She has provided assistance based on our residents' requests, such as repair works, replacement of electronic items, furniture, even funeral proceedings for some families. And she has continued to help to provide daily lunches for our school-going children, even during the circuit breaker. On average, about 50 families have benefited from the various initiatives that were organized by her. And over the years, she has managed to build up a core group of volunteers who engage families in need, and her efforts have certainly paid off when beneficiaries have been uplifted and become volunteers themselves. Many other recipients tonight, like Priscilla, are fine examples of having the heart to go the extra mile to make a difference to our community. The Northwest CDC has also demonstrated how physical events could be remodeled to continue our outreach efforts. To this end, we launched the Northwest Steps of Solidarity earlier this year, as we expected the pandemic to affect our residents' livelihoods for some time more. We rallied residents and partners, as well as our flagship Northwest Brisk Walking Club members, to uplift the lives of residents in need, all through a very simple act. We encourage the whole Northwest District to collectively achieve a very modest target of 20 million steps. 20 million steps as a symbolic show of support for and in solidarity with those affected by the pandemic. Participants were engaged through a virtual walk, allowing them to walk online safely together instead of the usual mass brisk walking activities that we're so used to. I'm happy to announce that over this period of time, not only have we hit our target of 20 million steps, we have reached a total of 952 million steps collectively by our residents and supporters, far surpassing our initial target of 20 million steps. So thank you to all our residents and participants for helping us with this. It's easy to take that step forward. And as part of the Steps of Solidarity, we also decided to rally our partners to make contributions. And inspired by the staunch support of residents, I am pleased to announce that we have raised $2 million in this campaign, with key contributions from Chrysanthus Group and the Singapore Institute of Advanced Medicine Holdings Private Limited, who have jointly contributed $1 million to our campaign, and with the CDC matching the donation with another $1 million. The funds will go towards the Northwest CDC Rising Hope Fund by Chrysanthus and Sam to help vulnerable residents in our district who are facing challenging situations, such as through our Northwest Food Aid vouchers and other local assistance programs. Over the last few weeks, as we've been giving out awards and recognizing the efforts of students, volunteers, schools, and our partners, I shared the story of the hummingbird. The hummingbird is a fascinating bird. It's small, but yet amazingly fast. You can't see its wings beat because they are beating so fast. And it's tiny, yet it's attractive to many people. And this little hummingbird once stayed in a large forest. He loved the forest that he stayed in. He loved his fellow animals in the forest as well. But one day, as he flew high above the treetops, he noticed clouds in the horizon, dark clouds. He flew closer to take a look and realized they weren't clouds at all. They were plumes of smoke, a forest fire. He flew back and shouted at all his friends and said, "You have to run, a fire is coming." And the animals of the forest ran as fast as they could. They panicked and away they went. Soon enough, they reached the riverbank. But then they realized that they were trapped because the river was too wide and too deep. and there was no way that they could cross. They resigned themselves to either drowning or being caught by the fire. The little hummingbird could easily have flown across the river, just like many other birds did. But he loved that forest, and he loved the fellow animals that lived with him in that forest. So he did what he could. He plunged himself into the river, picked up water on his wings, scooped up water in his tiny beak, and flew towards the fire. Bit by bit, he sprayed water on it. And we all know what happened. As the tiny droplets fell on the flames, it just fizzled away. The animals were bemused. They looked at the little bird and said, "Why are you doing this? It makes absolutely no difference. You are not going to put out the fire." But the little hummingbird said, "I must try, no matter how difficult and no matter how small. And you can too." The animals heard and said, "We could do something as well, rather than just wait." And so they tried. And as with any fairy tale, the fire was put out, they were rescued, and they lived happily ever after. We all hope to have that same fairy tale amidst this pandemic. But we know that the flames of COVID-19 are still burning. There are still some who are affected by its impact, whether economically or from a health perspective. And each of us, no matter how small our individual efforts may seem, do make a difference collectively, just like in our steps of solidarity. In taking that one tiny step forward, you've shown that you care and you want to do something. And that's what matters the most. And therefore, I would like to convey my heartfelt appreciation to all of you in the community, our corporate and school partners, as well as individual volunteers, because your efforts motivate and guide all of us in continuing to volunteer in a safe environment, supporting each other in the Northwest District. We've had to hold multiple award ceremonies and bring this ceremony online so that we can continue the proud tradition of honoring hummingbirds amongst us. Volunteers who go the extra mile, no matter how small others may see their efforts. And so tonight we recognize 28 awardees with 94 awards already given out in earlier sessions. Let me once again thank all of you, our volunteers and partners, for your contributions. And I look forward to working with you in our community for many more years ahead as we benefit our residents and the Northwest District. Please enjoy this evening, and I wish you all the very best of health for the year ahead. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mayor Alex Yam, for your welcome address. It is now my honor to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Chun Sing, Minister for Trade and Industry and Deputy Chairman for People's Association, to address us. Minister, please.
A very good evening to all of you here at SCAPE, and to all our guests joining us virtually. A very warm welcome too. Thank you to Alex and the Northwest CDC team for inviting me to join you this evening, to thank and honor all the good work that all of you have done, all the partners, the volunteers, and colleagues. Having all of you here this evening is a strong reminder to us of the uniqueness of our system and the priceless work that our people, private sector, and public sectors do together to build a cohesive society. Often, foreign visitors and commentators have wondered, how do we operate our social service delivery system? How do we build a cohesive society amongst people with diverse background and diverse aspirations? how do we run a responsible and responsive government, taking care of both our long-term and short-term interests of both Singapore and Singaporeans. Tonight, I will reflect on three aspects of our system. First, why do we mobilize volunteers to contribute their time, talent, and treasures, when the government is perhaps able to do all that with perhaps a bit more tax, a few more public offices? Why do we run a system with national, regional, and local initiatives? And how do we assess our success? Let me start with the first thought, the first set of ideas. Why do we mobilize volunteers and the private sector in partnership with the public sector? In some places, the role of social service delivery and policy execution are largely left to the government. This may include social service delivery missions. It may include environmental causes, health causes, or others. So in some countries, all these are pretty much left to the government and public sector agencies. Many of these schemes and executions, if you like, are nationalized. Indeed, I have had foreign visitors having seen our system and understood the major role played by our government in the funding and execution of the various social policies, environmental causes, and other policies, wonder, why do we not institutionalize everything? Why do we insist on co-funding and spending time and effort to mobilize volunteers when the vast bulk of the resources can already come from the public sector, from public resources? Wouldn't it be all simpler? Wouldn't it all be simpler if we just do it through the public resources and public agencies? Indeed, some visitors, having seen our system, decided to replicate it back in their own countries with a difference, with an all-paid service corps, without any volunteers, with a full-paid, with all full-time staff, without any volunteers. But the results they achieved did not always match ours. Now, the reason that we insist on this concept of public, private, and people partnership is because we believed in a shared sense of responsibility towards each other. That our individual success is premised on the opportunities given to us by our society. Our responsibility must be to chip in and pay it forward and allow the next generation to similarly enjoy the conditions that enable our success and to do as well, if not better, than our generation. This sense of camaraderie and collective social responsibility cannot be outsourced, monetized, or discharged just by paying taxes alone. All of us, regardless of our station in life, have a shared responsibility towards the rest in society. Of those, of course, to those who are more successful and more privileged, the greater the responsibility. Your presence here tonight and your contributions over the years bear testimony to this philosophy. You are here not because someone promised you any additional perks or privileges. We are all here because of our collective sense of responsibility towards each other. This is not something that can be monetized or even quantified. This is something that is precious and priceless to our societal fabric. Thank you all for doing this. Now next, why do we run a system with national, regional, and local schemes? Is it not overlapping and confusing? All national schemes are broad-based. They achieve economies of scale and are efficient in execution. However, all of us know that such broad-based schemes may not always be able to or can easily cater to the unique needs of individuals and families in need. All of these broad-based schemes may not allow the experimentation of new ideas at the local level suited to their needs. It may not allow us to best draw out the talent and energy of people with diverse ideas and diverse aspirations. However, on the other hand, local schemes can often be effective in meeting the needs that cannot be catered by these broad-based schemes. But local schemes allow us to narrow cast, and they can be customized for us to be more effective. But it is not easy to achieve economies of scale in execution if the schemes are too small. The existence of local schemes is not a reflection of the inadequacies of national schemes. Neither does it mean that a comprehensive national scheme can do away with local schemes. Within the spectrum of national and local schemes, we also have regional efforts led by agencies like the CDCs. They too have unique roles in our ecosystem of mobilizing people for a diversity of causes ranging from social services to environmental causes or other worthy causes. All these regional efforts seek to customize solutions at the regional or sectoral level while trying to achieve economies of scale that cannot be achieved at the local level. Examples include Central CDC's effort in Bless Our City grant, Northeast CDC with Project Refresh, Northwest CDC Club 100, Southeast CDC with Share a Pot, Southwest CDC Love in a Bento. All these are regional schemes. But from these examples, we can also see that it is not just about a mobilization of resources, treasures, or money. Perhaps the treasures part is the most straightforward part of the 3 T's that I always mention: time, talent, and treasures. Perhaps treasures is the most straightforward part in mobilization. For the various schemes to work, including those that I have mentioned, what is even more important and difficult to mobilize are time and talent. To mobilize volunteers who are prepared to commit time and effort to understand the issues, develop the ideas, test out the solutions, execute the plans, and continuously refine the plans and execution. Now, given the diversity of needs and skill needed to operate different service models for different causes, it should not surprise us to see a diversity of models, practices for experimentation and for execution. And the picture is never static in our society as well. Some ideas, having been found useful, can scale up from the regional to the national level, or from the local to the regional level. Other ideas, when matured, can also be decentralized from the national to the regional, or from the regional to the local level, with further customization to meet the needs or to meet the diverse needs of the different people. This spirit of customization and using different models to bring out the dynamism of the local and regional level is something that is dear to us, something that we should keep and continue to refine as we go forward. There is never a perfect solution for all the challenges that we are confronted with. Challenges evolve, and so must our solutions, be it at the national level, regional level, or at the local level. Which now brings me to the third set of reflections. How do we measure success? Some people may ask, how much money did we raise? How many volunteers did we mobilize? How much time did we get everyone to commit to the different causes? These are all valid indicators, but if I may suggest, they are input indicators. Yet others may ask, how many beneficiaries did we serve? These are also valid indicators, but if I may again suggest, these are but output indicators. Having been in MCYS, then MCYS, and MSF for some years, I have come to learn that the true outcome KPIs are really how many problems have we preempted, and how many lives have we touched, so that once vulnerable families, once needy people, can one day stand tall and say that I can take care of myself, I can take care of my families, and I can even reach out to take care of others more in need of me. But we may never fully know how many problems we are going to preempt ex ante, nor will we necessarily be able to know how many problems have we preempted ex post. But we can certainly all agree how many problems we have preempted is even more important than how many problems we have solved. This is why I would like to thank all of you for working quietly behind the scene to achieve what we have in Singapore today. Mr. Lim Seong Guan, my former permanent secretary, once taught me that the greatest joy or success for a leader is when the team achieves success, the people involved feel that they have done it themselves together, instead of having success delivered upon them. Perhaps this is also the goal that we seek to achieve, that for every individual and family helped, that they can stand tall and say that we have done it together. That for every of the causes that we pursue, we have inspired another generation to come forward and say that we can do it together. Now, the second KPI is even harder to measure when it comes to social causes, because true success takes time. True success comes from the once vulnerable family or the once needy individual standing tall and confident that they can contribute back to society. Now, that takes years on the social service side. True success for environmental causes will also take many more years for us to see any result. True success in promoting health will take many more years for us to see results. All this suggests that we are involved in work for the long term. The child and family that we are helping now may only see the light at the end of the tunnel after many years. The environmental changes that we seek to promote may only see results after many years, with a change in habit and culture engendered by the actions of this generation. Those are all long-term projects. That is why we should never be too fast to claim credit, nor should we be too discouraged by short-term setbacks. I stand before you as a living example of someone who has benefited from this system of ours. From national schemes affording me the chance to have a proper education, to local schemes contributed by individuals and corporates who helped me with my school fees and the purchase of books and stationery. Many, like myself, who have benefited will never be able to repay all those who have helped us in our life's journey. We may never even know them all, because many of the donors who have contributed to my life have not left their name to the awards, the scholarships, the help that they have given us, just like many of you here. All that we can hope is that we can pay it forward to the next generation. Hence, I always encourage fellow Singaporeans to never define success by just how well we do for ourselves in this generation. But instead, we should always define our success by how well we enable the next generation to do even better than us, and for many more generations to come. Only so will Singapore continue to grow from strength to strength, emerging stronger from every success and setback. Finally, the quality of life for our people have certainly improved over all these years. Our resources to help our people have also expanded. The needs of our people, both absolutely and relatively, have also become more diverse. That we desire and can do more to help more people is not a reflection of the inadequacies of our system. Instead, it is a positive testimony of our society's collective determination to leave no one behind. This is the spirit that binds us together as a nation, regardless of race, language, religion, or economic means. This is why our identity has never just been defined by where we come from or the history of our family or family and societal ties. Instead, our identity is always a forward-looking one, united by a set of ideals, including a shared sense of responsibility towards one another. Always acknowledging that our success is the result of opportunities afforded to us by society. Always remembering that we all have a responsibility to pay it forward, because paying it backwards can never be enough, and we may never know who we need to pay backwards. But we can always pay it forward. So thank you all for doing what you have done, not just for the act of helping those people who are in need, not just for pushing for the causes that you believe in, but most importantly, for you to exemplify the Singapore spirit that we will build a society regardless of race, language, and religion, regardless of our economic background, our family ties, our family links, and so forth. But that we in Singapore have always and can always look forward to a better future, because we have a shared responsibility to one another, that we will do all we can to mobilize the resources to help one another, take care of one another, leave no one behind, and emerge stronger from all circumstances. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Minister Chan. Earlier, we have presented the Oz Award, SPA and Special Recognition Award, and we have compiled them into a short video clip. Let's take a look at who are the recipients of this award.
Congratulations to all our students who are receiving your awards. A big thank you to our parents for supporting your children. And like the hummingbird, we should fly, continue to do what we think is best, even if people don't think it works. So thank you to our educators, our school reps, school leaders, for giving that safe environment for our students to be in amidst this pandemic, for continuing to nurture them, support them, and give them the education that they deserve and need, for giving your all despite the difficulties.
recipients. Hey Elson, I remember you mentioning something about the other awardees making a special appearance. Where are they? I don't see them.
Glad you remembered. Due to the current safe management measures, we are unable to invite them to be here with us. However, we have invited them to say hi to us via online, and let's have a look and see where our awardees are. Wow, at the comfort of their home. Everybody say hi. Can you all hear us? Wave a little. Congratulations once again for receiving your awards. You guys are amazing. And we have people here at SCAPE and also on Facebook Live, all right? So wave one more time, if you can hear me. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Can we give that a big round of applause, please? So that's how we move on, with new times. And now we'd like to proceed on to the award ceremony that we have right here now, right? So may I invite Minister Chun and Mayor Alex back on stage for the award presentation. Starting with the PA Community Spirit Award. The recipients of the PA Community Spirit Awards are City Developments Limited, Malayan Taching Co. Private Limited, Ngee Polytechnic, they are receiving the PA Community Spirit Award and also the Northwest Outstanding School Partner Award 2021 Bronze. Next, we have Northland Primary School receiving the PA Community Spirit Award 2020 and Northwest Outstanding School Partner Award 2021 Platinum. Next, we have Woodlands Ring Primary School receiving the PA Community Spirit Award 2020 and the Northwest Outstanding School Partner Award 2021 Platinum. Next, we have Woodlands Secondary School receiving the PA Community Spirit Award 2020 Excellence and the Northwest Outstanding School Partner Award 2021 Platinum. Next is our PA Community Spirit Award 2020 Merit. We have Master Contract Services Private Limited. Next, we have Rotaract Club of Northwest receiving the PA Community Spirit Award 2020 Merit. Singapore National Eye Centre, PA Community Spirit Award 2020 Merit. Sunway Woodcraft Construction Private Limited, PA Community Spirit Award 2020 Merit. Next, we have Tyson Electric Limited receiving the PA Community Spirit Award 2020 Merit. And lastly, Trigen Limited receiving the PA Community Spirit Award 2020 Let's give all our award recipients of the PA Community Spirit Award a big round of applause. Next, we have the Northwest WeCare Awards, and the award recipients are K. Teck Hui PBM, Northwest WeCare Award 2021, we have Priscilla Ong. Northwest WeCare Award 2021, we have Satish T. Babar. Northwest WeCare Award 2021, we have Vijayash Lashmi Mohan. Next, we have Yo King Lee PBM. Moving on to the Northwest WeCare Award Group, we have Project Indigo 2020. Northwest WeCare Group Award 2021, we have Play and Talk. And lastly, we have Maybank Singapore Limited, Northwest WeCare Award 2021 Group. Let's give all the WeCare Award recipients a big round of applause. Next is the Northwest Healthy Living Champions Award 2021. First, we have Ko Beng T. Next, we have Teo Lee Sin Irene. And lastly, we have La Casa Forestville NCSWC for the Northwest Healthy Living Champions Award 2021 Healthy Living Group Award. Let's give all the recipients a big round of applause. Thank you so much for your contribution to our Northwest District. On the 10th of January, the CDC launched the Northwest Steps of Solidarity to encourage residents to walk to help fellow residents. So Xavier, you were at the launch, right?
Yes, I was at the launch too, and I am glad that the event was so well received, and we have also managed to raise so much towards supporting the vulnerable in our Northwest District.
Alright, so just now, Mayor has shared the number of steps and we have a short video, so Mayor and Minister will invite you back to the seat to enjoy the video. So sit back, relax, let's check the video out.
On the 10th of January this year, we launched Northwest Steps of Solidarity. It was our effort to bring together residents from across the district to do something meaningful for less fortunate residents who have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. We set ourselves a very humble target of 20 million collective steps. But due to your passion and enthusiasm, guess what? We've hit way above that target, almost 1 billion steps. 952 million to be exact. How long would that take for us to collectively walk so far? That's almost 3,950 rounds our island. At the same time, our generous donors have come together to pledge a sum of money to help these residents to get back on their feet and recover from this economic downturn. We will be putting this money to good use across the suite of Northwest local assistance programs. And it's because of your efforts that we've managed to raise these funds as well. Over the course of the pandemic, we've seen so many good people step forward to help their neighbors, to help their family, and to help the general public. You are part of that movement that has made Singapore recover faster from this crisis. And here at Northwest, even though we may take baby steps, your step has counted and your step has made the difference. This culture of giving is part of who we are at Northwest District.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih banyak.
谢谢你们。
谢谢你们的帮助。
Nandri.
Steps. The CDC was able to clock 952 million steps collectively. Thanks all for your enthusiasm and passion to help fellow residents during these trying times.
Once again, thank you so much for joining in this initiative, and the little that we do collectively can make a huge difference. So with your effort, the CDC has also found generous donors who have pledged their support and contribution of $1 million to the Northwest CDC to help the vulnerable in our district. May I now invite Minister Chun and Mayor Alex again to join us on stage for the check presentation by our donors. We'd like to invite Mr. Lawrence Liao from Crescendus Group, founder and executive chairman, and also Dr. DeJohn, CEO and chairman of Singapore Institute of Advanced Medicine Holdings, to present the check. Now I'd like to invite Minister Chan and Mayor to present the token of appreciation to Mr. Lawrence Liao, founder and executive chairman of Crescendus Group. And to the Singapore Institute of Advanced Medicine Holding, to Dr. DeJohn, CEO and chairman. These beautiful tokens of appreciation are glue art paintings painted by our WeCare Arts at Northwest beneficiaries. Thank you so much, Minister. Thank you so much, Mayor. We've come to the end of the ceremony, but it is not the end of our live session, because we hope that you will be here to enjoy exciting performances that we have prepared for you from our youth in Northwest District. You will be in for 30 minutes entertainment of song, dances and music, and this is also their way of showing the appreciation to our donors and volunteers.
Coming right up is SMU Voix. The group is SMU's premier a cappella group using the power of the human voice to reimagine modern music. They will be performing two songs, Treasure by Bruno Mars and Rewrite the Stars from The Greatest Showman. Enjoy!
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, ooh, you a sexy baby. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Whoa, know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Whoa, girl, I'm gonna show you in your mind, oh mine. Mine, oh mine. Treasure, whoa, oh, oh, that is what you are. Oh, oh, you're my golden star. Oh, oh, you make my wish come true. Oh, 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 let me treasure you. Oh, 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 let me treasure you. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure. That is what you are. Oh, 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 you're my golden star. You are my treasure. You make my wish come true. Oh, oh, if you let me treasure you. You are my treasure. If you let me treasure you. Ooh, ooh. You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. I know you want me, so don't keep saying your hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, and fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny?
What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine.
Nothing could keep us apart, 'cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you,
And it's up to me.
no one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours? Tonight, all I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you.
It feels impossible.
Say that it's
Is
possible.
it possible?
Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart, 'cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours?
That was an amazing performance. Next, we have the WeCare dance from Northland Primary School. They will be performing their dance title, A Good Day. This dance number shows how unique, awesome, and fun each dancer can be. Wherever they go, they are always able to bring their own sunshine and positivity, energy, all to inspire others. There will also be something to learn, care, and to celebrate. The dancers are going to have a good day, and they hope you will have one too.
Let's begin now.
Zig it. Certified worldwide. Keeps Jamaica right now, meaning mine. Rock City, Big Number, Brian Island, we climb it, Craig Street, and certified.
And all my homies gonna ride today. And all these mommies look fly today. And all we wanna do is get by today.
Come on.
We're gonna have a good day. And ain't nobody gotta cry today.
Oh, no,
'Cause
no,
ain't
no.
nobody gonna die today.
Zaga.
Save that trouble for another day. Hey, we're gonna have a good day.
First thing in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I put me a little bush tea inside my cup. No gunshots busting outside, no policeman driving by. Get to youths, them all a smile, 'cause the day's gonna be alright. Just so high. To the reason why
We're gonna have a good day. And all my homies gonna ride today. And all these mommies look fly today. And all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day. And ain't nobody gotta cry today. 'Cause ain't nobody gonna die today. You can save that trouble for another day.
Interscope Records, Zone 4, mixtape recordings. We don't stop.
You can save that trouble for another
Zaga,
day.
zig it.
Hey,
We
we're
gotta
gonna
have a good day.
Now, don't they look amazing? Coming right up is performances from my schoolmates at Regent Secondary School. The Regent Concert Band, formed in 2001, was one of the earliest bands to form in the UT Choa Chu Kang area. Throughout the years, the band has taken part in many local competitions and the Singapore Youth Festival Central Judging. The band had regularly held annual concerts and were invited to perform at various events. The two pieces they are performing today is Light-Hearted March by Yo Goto and Shut Up and Dance, arranged by Michael Story. Feel free to sing and clap along with the band. Enjoy.
That was amazing. Region Secondary School's Region Concert Band. Next up, we have Amra Tari from Fuchun Secondary School. Amra means weapon. Tari means dance. In the literal sense, the Malay dance is Amra Tari's weapon to advocate the beauty of the Malay culture to the community. The dance they are performing today is Sambar Adat the Titled. Rentak is an original song composition composed and arranged by Mr. Aryandi Ahmad. Amra Tari will be performing a welcome dance involving dance moves such as Inang and Rongan.
Next, let us immerse in the melodious string performance from the Methodist Girls' School String Ensemble. The MGS Strings Ensemble brings together like-minded individuals with a passion for making music. by developing their musical skills through performances, competitions, collaborations, and exchanges. The string ensemble seeks to hone the character of the MGS girl and inculcate values of responsibility, resilience, and empathy. The string ensemble will be playing the Studio Ghibli Medley. This is a collection of pieces by composer Joe Hisaishi, which are based on Hayao Miyazaki's Japanese animated films. This arrangement by Mr. Edward Tan, the conductor of the MGS String Ensemble, features 4 familiar favorites: A Town with an Ocean View from Kiki's Delivery Service, Merry-Go-Around of Life from Howl's Moving Castle, Reprise from Spirited Away, and Tonari no Totoro. Please enjoy.
We hope that you're enjoying yourself. Last but not least, we have the locking performance by Lion City Lockers. Lion City Lockers is a community of dancers who are passionate about the art form of locking, a dance genre created by Don Campbell from the US in the 1970s. Anyone in Singapore can be a Lion City Locker as long as you learn how to lock. Through the past years, Lion City Lockers have performed for various major events both locally and internationally. Some of our dancers were also privileged to represent Singapore in international events in countries like Asia, Europe, and Australia. Also, their youngest dancer today is 12-year-old Jamie, who is also our Northwest resident. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the performance from Lion City Lockers.
넌 네가 예쁜 걸 너무 잘하는 여자 어떻게 해야 예쁜지 넌 정확히 알아 여보다 더 여우 같은 너 남자의 시선 즐길 줄 아는 여자 보일 듯 말 듯 잡힐 듯 말 듯 그냥 오해할래 애매한 네 말들 해가 타네 까맣게 타네 언제까지 못 이기는 척해 기면 기다 아니면 아니다 왜 말을 못해 욕심쟁이 우후 마음 빼고 모든 게 다 착해 욕심쟁이 우후 알면서도 사랑할 수밖에
We hope everyone here and our viewers on Facebook has enjoyed the performances put up by our youth performers. On behalf of Northwest CDC, we would like to thank all of you for your great partnership and your support towards the CDC's events and programs.
We have now come to the end of today's program. Once again, thank you for joining us today at the Northwest Volunteers Appreciation 2021 program, and congratulations to all our award recipients. Take care, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.